Okay. Uh, Hi, everybody. Welcome to Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. If you don't know, this is Resident Evil 4 visual novel. You play from Ashley's perspective, and it's ridiculous. So, it's really short, apparently. So, new game, 2004. I'll never forget it. It was a year when a stunningly handsome man rescued me from a weird cult. Soon after, I was kidnapped. The news was out to my father, then President of the United States, that it was the doing of the mysterious organization, Los Iluminados. The cult's influence spread first to a rural village in Spain, and it hit the peaceful little town with the devastating blow, crippling its very foundation. Taking an enormous chance, my father ordered a lone secret agent to infiltrate the cult's headquarters and rescue me. His intent, I assume, was to keep the whole affair from going public. The mission was ultimately successful, but I can't say I walked away unscathed. I've learned since then that there is a price to pay for everything in this world. The price of my life? Nothing less than love. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've never played Resident Evil 4. It never appealed to me. Chapter 1, Holding Out for a Hero. And cue Jennifer Saunders. 12 years earlier. This is from the studio Otome. They developed that visual novel where you play, not play, not all you do play as a woman whose dolls are transformed into people. So, phew, exams are done. Thank goodness. God, I can't believe I'm going to make a scene, government. I can just hear Daddy griping about it. Think of the headlines. Ashley, president's daughter, can barely pass college government course. Administration's credibility in doubt. It's not that it was hard, just supremely dull. Politics is already tedious, and it didn't help that Professor Hollycock was so old and monotone. Where are all the young cop teachers? That's what my generation needs. Maybe I can make that my pet political project. Well, I guess I have plenty of time to think of a pitch while I'm driving back to DC. It's so stupid that I still can't fly back. Fucking terrorists ruin everything. Oh, freaking, sorry. I take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Well, the rubber isn't going to burn itself. Plus, I don't want to run into that snobby bitch Jenna. All she does is gloat about her grades. I started walking to the parking lot when I spotted a flashy car parked at the curb. More surprising was the bulky man holding a sign with my name on it. Excuse me, sir, what are you looking for me? I'm your driver. Yes, I've come to take you away to where you're going. A driver? Oh, that was so sweet of Daddy to send me one. Nice car, too. Is it a Benz? Yes, it's a smooth ride. Now come with. I don't think I've seen you before, honestly. You look a little more like a Marine than a driver, especially with a knife and grenades. Drivers have to be prepared these days. You never know who might try to kidnap you. Hee hee hee. I guess that's true, although you still might want to work on your tact a little more. Chuckling suspiciously at the end of a sentence isn't a good way to instill confidence. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go then. I don't know, maybe I should just take my own car. No offense to you. Hey, I didn't catch your name. It's Clauser. Clauser, is that German or Austrian? You do remind me a little bit of Arnold Schwarzenegger. What with the muscles and the scout. Total Recall is one of my favorite movies. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm partial to Conan the Destroyer myself. Me too. So why don't you come with me so we can discuss our mutual interest? See, there you go again, pausing on suspiciously. I ought to go with you just to help you with your mannerisms. I have a lot of training out seeming suspicious after all. I sounded really proud as I said that. I wasn't sure it was the kind of thing to be proud of. Yes, surely you're the one who can help me with my problem. Now let's go. He threw the paper aside with an exaggerated motion. What a maverick. Littering while right next to a garbage bin. I just don't know about this guy. Although, losing the board made his hand seem empty and a little grabby. Crossed my arms over my chest. Maybe you can rain check, Clouser. I really would prefer to drive myself back, but might make some pit stops, and all my CDs are in my car, so. God damn it, girl, just. Hey, is that Ashley? Ashley! You leaving already? Let's compare grades real quick. I looked to my left to see Jenna running her skank ass towards us as fast as her absurd heels would let her. Christ on a cupcake, it's Jenna. Hurry, get in the car, Clouser. We'll talk about making some pit stops when we're on the road. Go, go! I leapt into the car without another moment's hesitation, and Clouser jumped into the driver's seat. Finally, he he he. Clouser, now's not the time for dubious chuckling. Let's go! Your wish is my command. As I got comfortable on the passenger seat, Clouser threw one of his grenades out of the window toward the approaching Jenna. For a moment, I thought it was going to explode on Jenna, and I felt guilty that I wasn't all that worried about it actually hitting her, but it just seemed like a flash grenade. Not that I mind seeing Jenna cling to her eyes in fear and confusion, but are you trying to seem shady? I get enough media following me as it is. Just having a little fun. We're not in an action movie, I grumbled, although he certainly has tried to look the part. Maybe it's a dream of his or something. I waved innocently to Jenna as Clauser sped off. Naturally, she continued to scream out in terror. I guess it is a little fun. I wonder if I should tell Clauser that the speed limit on campus is only 15 miles per hour. For fuck's sake, that got me really confused. I thought something was happening to my fucking monitor. Nah, we'll be fine, I guess, out the window, watching the campus shrink away. Yeah, definitely be fine. What I taking Clauser for the Samba type? I wonder if he's gay. Not that there's, any correlation between the two. Just getting a vibe. Still, I wish he'd say something. That awkward silence is killing me. I can just hear Dad now. Ashley, don't expect of others what you're unwilling to do yourself. I know, I need to be more assertive, and it's good to be able to connect with people different from me. But seriously, what do I say? So how much fun are steroids? God, there's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little and Clauser's eyes started toward me. Definitely should avoid the steroid question. Hey Clauser, don't tell my dad that I said Christ on a cupcake, okay? He's really picky about my language. I have to play the part of the dutiful daughter, Yeah, I'll just, take that as my lips are sealed kind of thing. So, how'd you get that scar, if you don't mind me asking? Why so serious? Jeez. Right. I get it. We all want our mysteries. I bet women love that, though, right? I mean, what girl can resist silent scars and muscles, huh? Right? I'm gay. Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. It's a perfectly valid lifestyle. Commendable, really. God made me this way. Yeah, totally. Man, I so caught that. So yeah, this is probably going to take a while, huh? This trip, I mean, if we keep going 95 like we are now, I'm thinking maybe 5 hours? No, it won't. It won't. We'll be at the helipad in less than 5 minutes. Wow, so we're gonna fly after all? I knew Dad would pull through. Snort. I'm not snorting for you guys, I'm sorry. Yikes. Honestly, I'm okay with him being gay. I shifted uncomfortably, not knowing what else to say. He turned the music back up and we drove in awkward silence for the next few minutes before arriving at the helipad. We stopped at a suspiciously empty and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Hey Clauser, I don't think this is an official US military helipad. How astute of you, and it's Krauser. Krauser? That's way more evil sounding. You tricked me, you dirty bastard. What's going on? We're kidnapping you, Ashley. I'm surprised you didn't catch on sooner. Very blonde of you. How could you do this to me, Krauser? I thought we trusted each other. I bet you're not even gay. It doesn't matter what I am. What matters is getting you safely to Lord Saddler. Lord Saddler, my god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped up in this time? Enough talk. Can't have you chattering the whole way. With lightning reflexes, he shoved a needle into my arm. Before I had time to scream out, I felt my body collapsing from whatever drug the newly named Krauser had injected. I awoke, disoriented. I weakly tried to move my arms, but they were restrained by something. I love this song! Is that music I hear? Why does it seem so jaunty? Save your energy, Ashley. You're my bitch now. I struggled to open my eyes and then wished I hadn't bothered. Is this that Lord Saddle man that Krauser mentioned? And did he just come from a gothic Ren fair or what? In just a moment, you will have a parasite shoved deep into your body in a vaguely phallic way. Ha 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 ha. Seriously, who says stuff like that and then guffaws? He's like some cartoon villain making a cameo on Cinemats. Don't try to struggle. It'll only increase my pleasure. Soon, you will be impregnated with our power. My god, it's just like Rosemary's Baby, and I hate that movie. I've never seen Rosemary's Baby. I've always wanted to see it. Is it still on Netflix? Somebody tell me. Where am I? Spain, if you must know. But don't worry, you won't be here for long. You'll go as quickly and quietly as you came. Screw you. Who knows what the future holds? Now, my minion, inject her with the Las Plagas. Remember to put the needle in very slowly. Lord Saddler. God alive, he's even worse than Saddleman. At least he's moving into my periphery. I felt a prick at the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting into my bloodstream. Something slimy. I would have felt more revolted had I the energy. A perfect penetration, minion. You shall be spared the acid bath tonight. Cerebros, Cerebros, Cerebros. Don't worry, you'll be eating someone out very soon. Oh, God. I could feel my already tenuous consciousness beginning to fade again. I struggled to stay awake, but it was in vain. I could only take comfort in the departure of those disgusting men's faces and their horrible innuendos. And that damn music. I love this music. This is my kind of jam. Time for a hootenanny. You got power. You got power on your mind. I awoke some time ago to the loud chime of a bell. It seemed somewhat like a church bell. Given how close the sound was, I assumed I was in said church. I tried again and again in vain to open the door. I'm really regretting not dating that locksmith who was flirting with me in political science. And that's not exactly something I regret a lot. Ugh, my neck. My hand reflexively rubbed the sore spot. I know it's not polite, but seriously, fuck that ugly saddle man. I feel so violated and dirty right now. I dread to think what else they plan to do to me. I don't even have a great sense of how long I've been here. Maybe a couple of days. It feels like years of my life have simply vanished. Hopefully that's just spiritual. Overprotective as he is, Dad has surely noticed my disappearance by now. But even if so, how is he supposed to know where I am? I could be dead long before they initiate any formal investigations. I, I can't. I have to try. Try and stay hopeful. I began fidgeting with my scarf to distract myself. Hey, wait a second. I feel something. What the hell is that? Oh my god, is this a miniature tracking device embedded in the fabric? How in the world? Wait, where did I get this scarf from? Didn't my CIA ex-boyfriend Victor gave me this scarf for my birthday last year? Victor, you creep. God, this is why I broke up with you. But wait a second. This is a tracking device. That means that someone might have known where I am. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I've never been happier to have a stalker ex-boyfriend. Although, seriously, if I get out of this, he's dead. I began inspecting the device. Naturally, it looks like a cheaper model, typical Victor, probably jury-rigged one he bought from a pawn shop. So, these things usually beep red when they're active. Damn, I don't see anything. I wonder how long it's been busted. It'd be just my luck that it broke forever ago. Still, this is all that I have to hope for. Ugh. So barely better than I had 5 minutes ago. I jumped upon hearing some movement in the church. Some more of those freaky looking cultists, probably. Maybe they came to pray for Rogaine. The movement is different, though. It almost sounds like a chandelier rocking back and forth. Weird. Some kind of ritual, maybe? Considering my experience so far, that would not really surprise me. Nonetheless, I'm terrified. It was quiet for a minute. Then I heard the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew near, closing in on my makeshift prison. I felt a tinge of fear and anticipation. My throat was dry. I held it in the corner of the room, even though it probably wouldn't do anything against attackers. I should have taken those self-defense classes instead of construction 101. When am I ever going to find the chance to use a bulldozer anyway? Damn it! I spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Would it do anything? No. Would I feel better throwing it? Oh, yes. The doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from the door to the plank. Now or never. Ashley! Don't come! I screamed. Nyeh! I checked the plank and been eyeing at the mystery man who had entered. As expected, it did not slow his progress in his legs. Hey, take it easy! How dare he tell me take it easy? After what happened with Krauser, Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. No, get away, I persisted and huddled against the barrel in fear. Calm down, everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the president's order to rescue you. Dear God, I'm so sorry about that time Wait, what? My father? I felt a surge of relief. Hooray, rescues! Hooray, Dad! Hooray, being stopped! Well, not so much that last one. My heart began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescuer in full. That's right, and I have to get you out of here. Now, come with me. But as my eyes feasted on the Adonis in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles and sparkles and general girlishness. I relished every beautiful manly drop. Yeah, I do the same too. I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness, so I just followed him instead. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looked like an old walkie-talkie. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought those lines were notoriously easy to check. I know he's using it because no one would suspect the U.S. agents use such outdated tech. Genius! It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject. I love a man with a big vocabulary. Swoon. He could extricate me anytime. Oh wait, I guess he already is. Where's the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way. I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoken to anyone who wasn't gross or Spanish for an indeterminate time, but he seemed busy. Breaking barrels? Maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels. Very funny. I like it. No spies, huh? That's for the best. I really don't want to think I had been peeped on by perverts this whole time. Still, I can appreciate a man who's thorough in his work. I thought he might ask me about my general state of health, at least, but he moved briskly toward the door. Is he the Sundari type? I hope not. I always hate those. Whoa, the testosterone is palpable. But hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. It takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to sit at said door. We ran down the snaking corridor and approached the ladder. Did someone carry me up this thing? That seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Before I could even look over the edge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. What a badass. He looked up at me and my instinct was to pull down my skirt. He may be cute, but a woman must protect her dignity. Plus, these lacy panties are kind of revealing. Can't show all my cards too soon. Leon continued to face the ladder. What, does he want me to jump down too? You think he would say something? I guess we're in a hurry. Okay, Ashley, you can do this. Surely he'll catch me, right? I gathered my resolve and jumped off the ledge. Yeah, with my eyes closed, I could only sense my stomach sinking from the fall. In the next instant, I felt his strong arms catch me. Wow, maybe this isn't going to be so bad after all. Not wanting to seem like I enjoyed it too much, I jumped briskly from his grasp and fell behind him. Oh man, how great would it be if there was just a platoon of equally hot Secret Service guys just waiting outside the church, ready to escort me out of this nightmare. Before we could even reach the door, a voice chimed in behind us. I'll take the girl. I've heard that voice before. That saddle bastard. Who are you? If you must know, my name is Osman Saddler, the master of this fine religious community. Awesome Saddle? What a presumption name. Scientologist? What do you want? Damn, this man is ugly. It was already bad when I was barely conscious, and HD clarity isn't any improvement. Like, looking at him is making me retroactively an atheist, for fuck's sake. To demonstrate to the whole world, United States, kidnap, send her back. I was so preoccupied with throwing mental daggers at his face that I didn't really pay close attention to what he was saying. Something about giving me their power. Oh yeah, the injection. I should probably say something. Leon, I think they shot something in my neck. What did you do to her? Gift, hell of a party, loving father, bargain, donation. His ugly is like some kind of filter over my hair, and it's not just blah 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 sprinkled with a few keywords. Seriously, how does this man even exist in the same time space as Leon? Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler. I don't really know what the conversation is, but yeah, you tell him, Leon. I gave you the same gift. When I was unconscious. My god, but it looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no, we'll bind over this, I promise. Special contributions, my puppets. You do as I say, I'll have total control. Revolutionary. What's that about puppets? Never mind. I'm just gonna believe that he uses them to wink. I'm imagining that now. Stop, stop. It sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's a really good film. Not the best comeback, but with hair like that, but with hair like his, who needs wit? Suddenly, we're blocked from the outside by pale, ugly cultists. Freaking satellites. Not gonna lie, confidence smirks of the what now bitch variety are undeniably sexy. Too bad it's on a face that not even Satan could. Ooh la la, watch where you're throwing that side eye, Leon. I might get the wrong idea. Leon grabbed me violently around the wrist as a mental game. In that moment, I understood why romance heroes grab women by the wrist all the damn time. Because it's hot. Shit, an arrow bored right behind my ear, puncturing the stone wall instead of my brain. Fuck you, crossbow nerd. Scatta. Leon pulled me to the end of the corridor, but all I could see was a glass window. Maybe he didn't know what to do after. Ah! Before I could even vocalize my surprise, he crashed through the window. I guess rural cultures can't afford high quality glass. As time slowed around us, I had the distinct sense that Krauser wasn't the only one who thought this was an action movie. But I admit it was a pretty awesome way to kickstart a relationship. Dear God, please let this be over soon. I pray to you. Stupidly, I tried to land on my feet instead of rolling like Leon did. To be fair, I wasn't really prepared for Die Hard-esque shenanigans. Ever a gentleman, Leon jumped to my aid in a flash. You okay? It wasn't the most romantic way to inquire, but I could feel the sincere concern in his voice. Amazingly, I was okay. Nothing broke from the impact, and I only suffered a few scrapes, which didn't seem worth mentioning. My mom wasn't so content with just relishing the miracle of the fall, that it turned grimly to the thought of the parasitic life form now playing house with my insides. I wanted to cry. Leon, what's going to happen to us? Don't worry, we got into this mess, we can get out of it. I appreciated his use of we, as if it weren't simply his job to be here saving me. Sweet and confident in the same package. Could he be any hotter? Focus, Ashley. Between the cultist and the parasite, this is hardly the time to. Aw, he's got a little dirt on his face. So cute. My heart swelled as Leon took hold of my arm, his grasp both tender and protective. How fitting that I would go to the church to find my personal Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is this game over yet? I'm so done with it. In a good way. It's really fucking funny. Once we were both up, I held her close to Leon's neck. Definitely not the worst view a girl could have. Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There's little in the room aside from some bats and barrels, so I didn't imagine we'd loiter long. But Leon had other plans. Is this some kind of hobby of his, or maybe barrels killed his parents and now he's sworn to destroy all barrel kind? Oh, I hadn't noticed it before while I was salivating over Leon, but ammo and gold coins seem to be lying at the bottom of the barrels. This is a visual metaphor. Spanish gold does not usually come in little treasure boxes. Leon grabbed the goods and shoved them in his pockets. I guess that explains his obsessive interest in barrels. But who keeps his stuff in barrels and in such sparse quantities? Is it some kind of rural treasure hunt? Looking for bullets and pocket change down at the local church? Spain's weird. You know what's also weird? That we're not being shot full of arrows. I look back at the shattered windows. The satellites had had more than enough time to follow us. We're only a few feet down and would make for perfectly easy targets. And yet, nothing. Does their cult Bible prohibit them from looking out of the windows? Were they having a synergy meeting? Are they just squeamish about broken glass? I shrugged my questions aside, knowing there's probably no answers, and if there were, they were probably not worth knowing. I looked back at Leon, who seemed finally satisfied that he had finally raided the church provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. As we ran to the front of the church building, rain whipped ominously around us. We encountered what looked like to be an angry mob of villagers. They were just groaning at first as they ambled slowly toward the church. Then a few of them started to shout. Uh, okay, give me a second. Let me see if my Spanish will kick in today. Un forastero. Ahí está. No dejas que se escape. Oh no, Ashley, you don't want to learn Spanish. That's the language of illegal immigrant. Oh my god. Learn something proud like German. Real great advice now, Dad. Oh my god. I hope they might just be here to fight the mad for raising taxes and stealing their chickens. But them lunging toward us in a blind, shambling rage squashed that idea pretty fast. I can't believe somebody actually wrote that. Holy fuck. Leon coolly stood his ground, gun drawn, Wanting to seem useful, I quickly scanned the environment. I spotted some barrels sitting on a cart.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon!
Without a word, Leon shot the barrels. I'm surprised he took my advice so readily. What a gentleman. I mean, yeah, he clearly loves destroying barrels anyway, but I pretend I had something to do with it. Perhaps more surprising was that the barrels spontaneously combusted, causing the wagon to roll toward the villagers like some kind of blazing poverty chariot. I'm not sure why anyone would keep explosive barrels in a graveyard, but I suppose I should just count my blessings. But the villagers crushed and were combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon. We took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and the driving rain, I could barely see the path, but Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. As a bolt of lightning tore across the sky, I realized I was looking at a graveyard. It's not ominous at all. Nuh-uh. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place, but it's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you won't have to drag the bodies far. That is what I think every time I practice driving at the cemetery, because that place has so many fucking loops and turns that I'm like, hey, if I hit somebody, there's an open grave right there. Having escaped the crazed villagers, we jogged leisurely down a narrow forest path and eventually entered what looked like a shed. There's no way forward, we could only descend the ladder in front of us. I felt apprehensive about what horrors might be waiting, but with Leon climbing down without so much as a disclaimer, I trusted that we would be okay. The ladder took us into a dark cavern, presumably built to connect disparate parts of the village. We moved briskly down the tight path and soon found ourselves in front of a rusty door. Leon boldly kicked the door open. I like a man who doesn't let a small thing like discretion hold him back. The first thing that caught my eye was dazzling blue flames perched atop two torches. It struck me as oddly comforting. Maybe that's why I was able to resist the urge to scream upon seeing the second thing. Who's this guy, I wonder? Another Shika agent or just your run-of-the-mill small-town gun now, going through a man cave phase? Why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? This is not the time hormones. Whoa, is my eye moving that way? Is a parasite giving me superpowers? Huh, hands a little dirty. Well, organized though. That's good. Conclusion, maybe romanceable, more details required. Why am I so weird? What is with this game? Oh my goodness. Leon approached the man casually, so I assume they were working together in some capacity. The more the merrier, I guess. He's not as romanceable looking as Leon, but a girl in Peral has to keep her options open.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the thunder down under. Did I really just say that? While I questioned my moral credibility, Leon started looking through the man's inventory.
What are you buying? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? What are you selling?
The merchant quaked enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocols to avoid conversation where possible.
Ah, I'll buy it at a high price.
The merchant man seemed pretty excited about some jewels Leon showed him. Whoa, is that a bejeweled beer stein? What is that exist and where can I get one? Still, I can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to obtain supplies. Either my rescue is a low-budget affair or our relationship with Spain is more tenuous than I realized.
Come back any time.
Stranger! Finished the shopping, Leon resumed jogging down the tunnel. I thought I should wait to the merchant man, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. We ran further into the tunnel and stopped abruptly in front of a shallow puddle. Leon drew his gun and took aim. I wonder what that was for. Testing water for traps, maybe? Oh, I know that particularly malnourished cultists can blend in with puddles. I got you figured out, Saddle. Whatever the reasons, Leon swept right past the flame like a man on a mission. Which he was, of course, but what I really mean is that he hurried over to a box tucked in a nook in the wall. As if by instinct, he drew his knife, because what is a box if not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? Ah, he missed, but hey, a little imperfection makes him even more handsome. Success was, as much as chopping open a mobile box can be considered success, I won't rain on his parade. Leon hastily retrieved ammunition lying so conspicuously in the box's remains. Whoever planned this operation was really fastidious. But whatever gets my ass out of here. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another landing leading upward. I huddled close to Leon again as he approached the door to the next room. I gotta remember to invite Leon to some parties, specifically parties that feature both Jenna and Doris. The room was empty of people, although someone obviously lived there. But what with the dining table and wood burning stove? The oddity of the room was the large typewriter stationed on the dining table. At first, I thought maybe the owner just had a fondness for antiques. Then it occurred to me that maybe the person couldn't afford better tools. This area was painfully rural, after all. The thought saddened me. While I was chewing on a bit of first world guilt, Leon started typing away. Baffled, I looked over his shoulder. Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations, would explain the terseness. As it happens, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned the round end mode, which didn't make any sense to me. I guess he's using the typewriter to let someone know his progress. Again, I couldn't tell if the orchestrator of this operation was extremely crafty or just plain eccentric. Probably the latter. After all, what better way to fight crazy than with better funded crazy? Very true, and we just opened up another box. Lord help us if the man ever applies his diligence to something truly destructive like extreme couponing. You know, it was one thing when the box was placed in a conspicuous nook, but it feels a little wrong to destroy the boxes in people's homes. I mean, what if that box was the owner's last memory of their grandpa or something? For what it's worth, they are crazy cultists, We're lucky that the button can actually contain Grandpa. Well, wood on the stove now, I guess. I took a deep breath in preparation for what awaited us on the other side of the net storm. Game over? Can we end? I would really love to end it soon. It's not over, for fuck's sake. Okay, we found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. All of a sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed swirled away. An unnervingly low vibration hung in the air, staring at me a feeling of dread. Okay, I'm gonna actually end this episode right here. If you want to keep playing the game, feel free to. This shouldn't be a little short video for it. But yeah, this is Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition, and it's really amazing, you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time. I hope you have a fucking fantastic day. I will see you all tomorrow for To the Moon and another kick-ass visual novel I'll be playing. I'm so excited. I'll probably record that later tonight. But as always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all really soon. Bye for now.